So I've been seeing everybody posting of like how they're gonna go into dating for 2026, and I'm literally here to tell you, do whatever you want. Go about it however you want. Just understand, know your boundaries, know what you like, know what you don't like, and do not settle for the bare minimum. I promise you, tell him right. I promise you, there's a man out there who will literally do whatever you want, listen to you, care for you, pay for you. Like, there's men out there for real. You just have to please stop settling for HE double hockey stick. Stop, girl. I did it too. Like, I was like,
why is dating so hard? I just want to meet somebody that I like. I just want to, like, you know, I just am so tired. I'm so tired of getting excited and then having them be disappointing. I'm so tired of it. And I know that's dating. I get it, okay? I understand. You gotta find the right person, but, like, I'm exhausted.
I remember when we were able to do our nails every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, like clockwork at that nail salon. Now it's every 4 to 6 weeks that they finna see us. And a lash tech, yeah, a lash tech hasn't seen me in over a year because I've been doing lash clusters for that long. And thank goodness I'm able to do my own hair, because a hair salon will not see me either. This is not the economy for all this maintenance. It's not.
Where are you guys finding men that buy things for you? Never in my 21 years of living have I ever had a man buy me something like that I wanted. Something like gifts, like an iPad, like Lululemon, clothes, makeup. I've never had that. Where are you guys finding? And you guys are finding men that like are sending you 3K a week? I'm seeing, I'm not receiving. What's going on? I'm tired of finding people that can't even buy me flowers. Like, I want ramos. Like, I want that too. I'm tired of giving them to people. Like, where's mine? I'm just so mad. Like, I don't want to be a sugar baby, none of that. Like, where are you guys finding people that can buy you things that you want? Like, I'm tired of spending my own money. I want somebody to pay for my lashes. I want somebody to pay for my nails, my hair. Like, I can't even get that. I can barely get somebody to buy me things from Target, my essentials from Target. I can't even get that. Damn. And y'all getting sent like 3K. That just pissed me off. Like, dang, what am I not doing right?
What's good, guys? It's your boy Josten J coming to you with another video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right. This is what happens when men give women exactly what they've asked for. So, we got clips. Let's get into it.
Why are 22 and 23-year-old men not ready for relationships? Please tell me. Is there something I'm like missing? Like an email I didn't see? You know, like what's happening?
Men, please stop trying to date extroverted type women if you have no intention of maintaining going out on dates and going out and being social with her. This is something I require as the type of woman I am, is to go on dates, to be social, to be able to get dressed up for you, to be able to socialize with you in other settings other than the fucking apartment. I've really had men only take me on one date and then expect to just be able to fucking have me over and just like chill out for the rest of the fucking time we're hanging out. I'm like, no, this is a maintenance type thing. This is a maintenance you have to uphold dating me. I'm fine with staying inside and just chilling every now and then, or like most of the time, but it's like at least once a month I need like some sort of planned out social event date where I can get dressed up for you. Honestly, probably more than once a month. Who am I even fucking kidding? I've run into this problem a few times because I oftentimes do date men that are on the quieter side because I am kind of a big personality and like I don't like people to be like competing with me in that sense, which I've also run into that problem dating extroverted type men. But it's like, you knew what I was. You knew that I always went out to dinner. You knew I always was doing shit with my friends. So it's like, you can't expect to date me if you're not able to provide me that kind of life. I'm doing that shit already. I don't want to fucking just be inside all the time. Sorry, that's not me. Never had to fucking ask me on the first date if you had no intention of ever taking me on another fucking date again.
The reason why Gen Z or younger men aren't dating as much today is because all of this nonsense comes with it. This isn't conducive for you when you're trying to build your life. Shout out to my boy Chris. We were recently on a one-on-one call. In the second clip, the chick is saying, you know, men aren't willing to do this and blah, blah, or they're willing to do this one time and take you on a date and then they just want you to chill. Basically, as they're saving money and building their life up. Recently, Chris got cheated on. young dude, truck driver, making great money, conventionally attractive dude, nothing wrong there. She couldn't wait, decides to cheat on him, and has multiple other dudes in the phone that are willing to do things that he's not willing to do. But brother, one thing that we discussed that I want to bring back up in this video to all my younger guys, it's their loss, it's not your loss. That woman in that clip contradicted herself left and right. I only need it once a month, but no, I needed it multiple times a month. You already knew what type of chick I was, and I like to go out and listen, nobody's saying that's wrong. Women can like excitement and all of that stuff, but younger men that want to build their future don't have time to be losers. See, back in the day, it was cool to be a loser. Men didn't even care about it because as long as they had the attention of women, they didn't mind being a loser. Nowadays, that's cut. Nowadays, that's cut. Being a loser is not acceptable now. So what's more important, having a girlfriend, dating multiple women, or securing your future? Securing your future is actually the most important part. That woman that's complaining in the clip number 2, the reason why she's complaining is because she can't get this access. If she was getting this access, the video would have never been made. But I thought they were the one with all the options. No, it turns out men are in control. They actually are. Let's get into the next one.
Dating in your 30s becomes literally just like looking for a breeding partner. Like, it's like you're going to a sperm donor bank and like lining up the genetics and just like choosing who you want to be your future children's dad. Like, you've already been through all the cute stages in your 20s, like saying I love you and going on your like first dates and trips together. Like, I don't want to meet your parents. Like, I do, but like, it's not cute anymore. Like, and then like waiting for the milestones and like falling and like seeing what happens. Like, no, are our kids gonna turn out cute? Are they gonna be smart, athletic? Like, are we gonna like make a good couple and like last forever? And like, then I'll get to know you and like, hopefully, you know, we get along great and like it lasts forever. But first things first, like, again, it's just not cute anymore. Like, but you never settle. You never settle. It's not like before where you go in blindly.
This is a funny clip because when men turn 30, a lot of men understand the dating game. Women do too, as they continue to lie to themselves and play stupid, but they actually understand this. This clip exposes their nature, and when I tell you to think like this, I mean it, because this is how they think. They're on a ticking time clock. They've already done the lovey-dovey stuff, all the fun stuff. So it's not as special when it comes to you, right? They need you to be this certain type of guy and act this certain type of way and be ready for these certain type of things. We need to rush this along. Men aren't going for it. And it shows you who's actually in control. See, what I'm doing with these clips and what I try to do with men is get you to understand just how much power that you have. But a lot of men slack, they throw it away. They're not in the best shape that they can be in. Financially, they're not in the best state that they can be in. Mentally, they're not in the best state they can be in, but yet still yearn for a woman's attention, choosing signals, attention from women galore. It's not about that. It's about elevating and becoming the man. They're nothing special. If they're still out here acting like that chick in clip number 2, and then they get to the age of this chick right here, ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing going down. You see just how much control you really have over this dating market, over the dating game, when you rise to the occasion. They don't have time to waste. They'll tell themselves things and they'll tell you that they don't have time to waste, but at the same time, you heard her, never settle. Never settle. But you're the one that's on a time clock. You're the one that needs all of this stuff to happen. Men don't. Men can wait it out or not date at all. So who's the real winner? Who's the real loser? Who's really desperate? Who's really not? Let's get into the next one.
A hill that I will die on is that men don't want a good woman. They want a woman that makes them feel good. And you're going to say, what are you talking about? Men don't actually want a good woman on paper. They don't want you to make good money. They don't want you to be educated. They don't want you to have great credit. They don't want you to have a good body. They don't want you to cook. They don't want you to clean. They don't want any of that. They don't want a quote unquote good woman, because then it forces them to rise to the occasion because you already have all of those things. So now he feels pressure. Now he feels unworthy. Now he feels insecure, and he also knows that a good woman is going to leave him. And so every day he sits there and he has a fear that another man is going to come and steal you from him. So then he goes and he acts weird to you and he cheats on you. When I say that men want a woman that makes them feel good, they want a woman who they feel superior over. They want a woman who they make more money than. They want a woman who they feel like they're doing better than. They want a woman that they're like, well, who's going to want this bitch? Who's going to want this fat, ugly bitch with stretch marks with kids? No one's going to want you.
Everything this woman just said was complete nonsense, and it was projection. She was projecting because she got played by somebody. Men do want good women. Why wouldn't a man want a good woman? But see, let me break this down for you. Men want women that make money. She'll open her wallet and build with him. Men like women that are educated because she can put him onto things that he has no clue about that can benefit his life. She has great credit. She's a win because he has good credit. He's in the gym. He'll love it that she's in the gym. Something they can do together, right? She takes care of herself. He takes care of himself. If she cooks and cleans, she's an asset to making a house a happy home. She's an asset. She's not a liability. But see, this tells you that she's dated losers. She's dated losers that just used her up. And here's another part of it. It's going to come with a certain attitude. I deserve X, Y, and Z because I have all of these things, or I do this. That's not how that works. See, it's the right things, but the wrong attitude. Men want good women, but women's idea of a good woman is a strong and independent woman. So I cook, I clean, I'm educated, I'm this, I'm that. I need a guy to be this and be that. No, that's not how that works. You don't control anything. Once again, do you hear the tone of their voice? How they're upset, agitated, irritated, always projecting their experiences. They haven't met any good men. They've met losers. This is why men need to understand this too. Women's entitlement, the way they think, their attitude, how they come off as they're not really that agreeable. They're stuck in their ways. This is just the total of the losers that they've dealt with and time going on and on and on. Because when a woman finds a good man finds a good woman, everything just goes smoothly. It's like pouring a glass of water. They build with each other. They add to each other's lives. But women that choose not the best men, they choose their type or loser type of dudes, right? You have to ask yourself, why are you so frustrated if this is your type? And if your type isn't working for you, you can't be choosing good men then. Because a good man, a part of being a solid dude is you understand and know what to look for. Good women are not on the market like that. They do all of this upgrading themselves and then they still can't find a good man. Makes absolutely no sense. She's just frustrated with herself. But this also shows you again how much control men actually have. Because check this. How are losers able to extract from her? How are losers able to pull the wool over her eyes? How are losers able to just take and come and go as they please and walk out of her life without adding to her life? How? Damn, even the losers have more control than them. Let's get into the next one.
It's always like, you know, be an independent woman, focus on yourself, focus on your life, your goals, like, you don't need a man, like, get rid of. And it's like, yes, like, know your worth, yes to all those things. You got, like, I know my worth, I know my value, like, I know I gotta focus on my stuff, my career, whatever. But it's like, sure, you know what I mean? Like, sure, I still deep down want kids. I really want to be a mother. I want to be a wife. Like, I want to create life and have my own family and be loved and be able to be like, yeah, see, that's a little family I created. Like, I really want that so bad. And I can know my worth and like focus on myself and focus on my life and still want to create a family, you know? And it just sucks because these men be playing in our faces. Because I'm not going to settle for less. That's why I don't have no boyfriend, no man or whatever. Because I'm not going to take any scrap to just go and start having a kid. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to do that. I know my value. But then it's like, I don't know, like, it makes me really sad to think that maybe because I know my worth enough, I might, I don't know, not have a family one day.
You can know your worth, but you don't control anything. You can know your worth, but you don't control anything. The problem is women don't offer anything that makes a man's life better. And it's funny because going back to the other clip, If you're all these things, it would make a man's life better. You would be easily taken off the market. A guy would actually see your value. But women don't bring anything to a man's life. They get all these accolades and these accomplishments that they think are gonna, put them in a better position. Yeah, it might put you in a better position or a lot of debt, but let's go back to the good position. You get put into a good position, but what are you gonna do with that, with the man? You're not gonna add anything. You're gonna demand more. So this is why you're frustrated. These clips are funny because they show you younger women and older women. The mentality is still the same. Still the same. If you're not going to bring anything to a man's life, he's going to leave you alone. And that's exactly what you asked for. Because, see, here's the thing. Leave us alone, brokies, bums. Even if that's not the case with men. A guy who's not going to cooperate with me, you better leave me alone. I got my standards high and this, that, and the third. Okay, men leave them alone. That's exactly what they want, right? Still frustrated. Peep the title. You're getting what you want, but it's not actually what you want. Don't let them lie to you out here. You're in control. Too many men tie their self-esteem to women, what women want, what women think. But men who actually are getting to it in life, that win, that love themselves, that have a great mentality, great self-talk, that love themselves, ain't worried about what a woman wants. The funny thing about it is, when men are dating, they have W's. They have breakdowns of things, and they take away more than they leave there, and they just sit there and like get down on themselves. The takeaway, right, when you're not getting down on yourself is, I'm actually winning. I'm actually winning. I'm having a good time. I'm not taking things personally. I'm not taking things seriously. And it works out better this way. Women actually respect you more for it. They actually respect you more for it. No matter what picture that they want to paint, it's all about you. You're the leader. I tell guys all the time, everything's your fault. Or it will be your fault when everything falls to shit. So it matters what you think. It doesn't matter about their approval and all of that stuff. It doesn't. Let them keep thinking that this is the right way. They're going to be out here miserable. They're going to be out here single. And that's fine. Because once again, they're strong and independent. They want to be single. But I'm going to tell you something else. You can't work until the sun burns out. You can't work until you break down. A man will always be needed. And if not for anything romantic, you will have to pay him for the labor. You will have to pay him for the maintenance. You'll have to pay for all that. Why not get it for free? Hey, what do I know? Let's get into the next one.
What's up with these guys that are saying that they're looking for a relationship, but then when you try and give them a chance, they're like, oh, actually, I realized I was looking for friends with benefits. Let's talk about that, because I'm hurt. I thought something was wrong with me. I thought I was doing something wrong. Finally, they admitted that they weren't being serious, and thankfully this time I didn't actually give it too much attention, and I learned from my past mistake. But it's it still hurts because it reminds you of what happened before. And although I'm proud of myself for not diving into this one, and I just knew, I'm like, this guy's not into me. I don't care what he says, his actions are not meeting up his words. But it still hurts. You wasted my time. What's worse is that they're cute. I get it. I get it for people that have trust issues when it comes to the dating scene. I get it. I'm feeling it. Your girl thought she was clingy. I'm not clingy. If anyone fucking says I'm clingy one more time, they can go across the street and get hit by a car. Alright? I'm not clingy. Something's wrong with you. You're the one that's fucking avoidant. Super avoidant, and you need to be healed. I've already healed. I'm not clingy. I'm good. I'm balanced. There's literally nothing wrong with me. If a motherfucker tries me again, I will literally just kick him to the curb no, bitch, you're not looking for a relationship. Don't fucking try me. Don't waste my time. It's way too valuable for your whole existence. I'm mad now.
And this is what I call women realizing that men are in control. Men are in control. Women think that they're giving you a chance, but no. The men that they want, you have to rise to the occasion. A man does not have to rise to the occasion. I put guys onto this all the time. Women rarely meet guys that they like that they find super attractive like that. In all ways, not just his looks. So when they do meet this guy, they have to rise to the occasion. This is the funniest thing, right? With these clips of a woman can see a guy who she's highly interested in, finds him very physically appealing. She wants that guy to come talk to her. She doesn't know if this guy gives a shit or not. She won't go make the first move on him because she believes that he should make the move on her. Women do this time and time again. She doesn't know if he wants her. All she knows is she would definitely want him, or she wants him. She won't go make the move. You're not in control. Then they get on camera talking about what's wrong with guys nowadays, and he didn't come over to me and blah, 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 blah. You don't think that this guy gets choosing signals. Other women talk to him. He goes to work. Other women like him. He can jump on a dating app. He'll get multiple likes. He's got a social circle. You don't know if he hangs out with women that are on your looks level or women that are nice to be around. You don't know if he has a sister that hooks him up with her friends. You don't know anything. You just see him and think, I want him, he should want me. That's not how things go. Go make a move. Go make a move. See how that goes? They're not in control of anything with the guys that they want. This is why I tell guys all the time, it's not for women, but it's important that you're in the best shape of your life. You love yourself. You dress very well. You walk with your head held high. You have confidence. You're not afraid of nothing. You do very well for yourself. Everything in your life is in order. When you bump into a woman and she's feeling you, there's nothing to be excited about. Oh yeah, I know why she likes me. Conventionally attractive dude. Oh, I know why she's impressed by tonight. I paid for everything. I handled myself like a gentleman. I know how to talk. We escalate quickly to sex. I'm not surprised. I'm a sexy ass dude and I know how to escalate without pressuring or any of that nonsense. You're never surprised by anything. Men are in control. When they're in control of their thoughts, when they're in control of their lust, when they're in control of everything. Women have no control. But this is exactly what they ask for, because check this out, right? They want men to just get it. They want men to just understand. See, the more men do that, men become more attractive. Women got a decision to make. They got to bust a move. But the problem is a lot of women have never been taught how to be attractive towards men. They don't know how to deal with men. They know how to deal with a bunch of losers. This is why in these clips you hear women projecting onto men. Because they deal with a bunch of losers. Women have two options, cooperate or leave. And it's funny that you heard her in the clip, yeah, but those guys were cute. That's the part that sucks the most, that they were cute. That's the part that sucked the most. Hey man, nobody's feeling sorry for you, because here's the thing. You have to stand out from the rest. You have to stand out from other women. Women that get picked stand out from other women. It's not just about looks. It's about her demeanor, her behavior, her character, being a good time and being an asset rather than being a liability. But look, they say, go away if you're not going to cooperate with me. Men go away. Men don't want relationships, and men tell them that they want to be friends with benefits. If a man is honest or whatever, it's still a problem. You're getting exactly what you want. But is that what you want? The reason why men aren't sweating dating nowadays is because everything is out in the open. You can easily tell if a woman is interested in you. You can easily tell if she's not interested in you. See, guys fall for like, she's talking to me. She's giving me attention. She's being nice to me. She's this. No. Are they going to bust a move or not? They're always asking, why aren't men approaching? Why aren't men doing this? Why aren't men doing that? It doesn't benefit men, period. It doesn't benefit men. And the men that you want to be giving you all this energy, but you're not in control of that. So you have to do something to get that. Point blank, period. Tell men all the time, rise to the occasion for yourself. But when it comes to dating, women got to bust a move. Those days are over. Those days are over. So you can't get mad at men for listening. You can't get mad at men for doing actually what they want to do. You can't get mad at men for bettering themselves and not worrying about you like that. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you like losers and all of this stuff that are sexually appealing to you. But for the long haul, when they see couples and women are making it happen with dudes, and dudes are actually stand-up guys, women are jealous of that, man. Don't let them sit out here and say all of this nonsense. Women are jealous of that. They don't know how to get that. That's where this frustration comes from. No sweat off a man's back. So this is what happens when men give women exactly what they're asking for. Hope you guys got a lot out of it. It's your boy Josten J. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So I told this guy I was seeing that I just wanted to be friends, and he goes, okay, which is rude.